player at this tournament. So in some ways, it did work to play through the top lane. It's about what do they do next. And that Scion is an interesting one.
I really like this here with the Scion because, of course, you lose the laning phase against the Jace. He outranges you, he can poke you down, but Scion can take quite a beating in that top lane and then offer some pretty good gank assistance.
Expected to beat here.
Uh-oh.
The invade. There's a lot of people
the
there.
Scion! Full charge! Scion Q! And it's an evisceration. A 3-man stun buys some time, but the re-engage is already here. And forget your expectations. HKA on 3 kills before 1 minute.
What is Griffin thinking? Walking into the top lane Jace. However, with the kill and 2 assists going to Scion, his armor stacking may actually prevent Sword from being able to get that power.
And now a battle 2-on-2 in this river. Crash pushed away, but the redive comes in. Knock up there, decent damage across. They're still chasing in. Oh, look at that Mystic shot. He predicts the play, and now Mission. That's going to be mission failed. Double kill in the mid lane.
Chovy had the read to land all the skill shots, but it's Tarzan going for that power in his kit.
Yeah, I'd heard a lot about the mid lane Ezreal and scrims as a gank actually comes in bottom as well. Here's Tarzan.
Pretty big stun, but Viper wants to put in damage now. Here comes the re-engage. They found the stun. They got the chase down, and Viper's going to be defanged. And the chase down maybe towards Lehen's. Ult comes across. Decent damage. Might mean a re-engage.
Yeah, that was a play that Viper really wanted to make, but the fact that Crash was there for the counter gank and it was not necessarily synced meant he ended up just dying by going in too early in a 2v3.
It's always going to be a struggle playing these.
Lands the Q.
It's stolen.
He slides a little too early. 20 health left over. Gets over the wall just barely. At least doesn't die for the sin, but the Inferno Drake does come over to HKA.
That was a bold 50-50 to go for right there.
Now there is some extra armor MR on the thing from the plates recently dropping. One auto attack comes in, make sure the gold comes through. You get basically a longer leash range on gold as long as you damage the turret in the last 15 seconds. So you saw Unified make sure to walk up, land the auto attack. Now we can play safe against the charge.
If Griffin moves into the river.
I would ult. TP's going to come in right now. So
here we go.
Let's go.
A full 5-on-5 in the river. Not going to find anyone for the knockup. Here comes the ulti across though. Double knockup there on the Griffin side. Stopwatch prize is second, but 3Z. Where can he even go? He flashes backwards. Going to stay alive just now. So Mission's going to walk back. There's the re-hook though. You'll come across as well. And 3Z going to take a nap. Down he goes for this one. They'll knock down the passive as well. And the river control goes to Griffin.
I would not let 3Z drive me anywhere right there. Whips completely unable to find a target. It's not about forcing these all-in fights. It's more about whittling down their opponents before they go in.
Yeah, and listen, if Griffin's going to win this game, I feel like it's going to be a Chovy hard carry. Because we have to think back about the way this started. A lot of the debts are just being paid for what happened early game, and now maybe Chovy and Viper are ready to fight back.
Been revealed, tries to kite away. Nice ward hop into the kick. This could be a pretty easy kill 3v1. He keeps trying to kite, keeps trying to flash, jumps away yet again, but the second stun is going to be landed, and that could be followed through. Stopwatch opens up, but the ult's going to go right on top, and Chovy grabs his second kill of the game.
And at the same
still
time,
not giving him a gold lead. Ocean Drake has spawned, and he's the mid lane going back and forth. Now Sword taking a fight with 3Z right here. We'll see if they can knock that one down because Lee Sin behind him as well. Ward hops over, lands the kick, and he's got a lot of armor, but he's got no support at all. The anchor comes in as well. 4v1, and Sword grabs that one. And yet again, HKA have nothing to do on the other side. They didn't even go for the Drake with no one near that river.
Yeah, they have to respect the potential Baron to come through from Griffin, but that call is not going to be made. It's just Griffin continuing to find these picks, continuing to edge a little bit further forward.
Rest of Griffin is here. The poke still lands, and they're going to land the auto attacks. And their third turret goes down. All the outers are picked up. 3Z takes some damage, but still hard to push down the Scion. He's pretty tanky. Meanwhile, Akali pushing the top lane.
That's what becomes so interesting now is Mission does have a potential flank option on towards Griffin, but Griffin if they want to look for the fights.
Not there just yet, but they're going to find a knockup here on a Sword. Finally, a sign of life and make it a sign of death. Mission grabs the kill. Finally, one on the board for him. HKA tie up the kill score.
And I'm glad HKA finally went for Jace rather than going for the Irelia. But let's see if Griffin goes back. Tarzan's trying to go way in there.
Whoa! For the kick, Flash is going to be there. Flash away from Crash, gets him away from the Irelia stun. Will there be a re-engage as Kylink jumps forward?
He got Tarzan!
Still old Tarzan, but he's got a teammate to safeguard too. Just keep himself alive. It's still a 5v4 in the map, but there might not be a re-engage. Keep in mind, 3Z does have the ultimate still available. If someone goes too aggressive, that's Chovy jumping right in, but they're not going to go for that play.
Don't think Chovy has quite the damage to follow through, and it is a
kills going away. A team that has the label of chokers because they haven't won finals. If they can pull this one back.
Double stun comes in, 3Z trying to run, pops the ult, the flash to block it from Lehens. The re-engage, he's almost burning down, and that is a kill in for Chovy yet again. Stun's not gonna land. They've pushed the Irelia away, barely staying alive. 3Z's goes for him, not gonna do a whole lot of damage there. Another 1 for 0 for Griffin.
Chovy missed the timing right there to snipe out Unified coming out of the zone. His Hourglass, they were unable to find that second kill right there. Still, the minion wave is coming through. Tarzan has ult.
Crash again, kick back into the squad. Ults to buy a little bit of time, but he's still not going to go anywhere. And a second kill comes through for Griffin. Mid lane's going to fall absolutely, and now no jungler alive means a Baron attempt is there.
And an altless Leona and altless Syndra. This should be a fairly easy Baron for Griffin. We'll see if Mission tries to pull off some heroics. Flash and Akali ult up.
Still pushing it down. The health bars, though, fairly high. Tarzan's not a whole lot of threat. Into the front line goes Kai Wing, but he's hitting a tank. That's not going to do a whole lot right there. Stuns aren't going to land, but they're still going to knock down the Leona, and they can turn right back over to the Baron if they really wanted to, but with the respawns coming in, they decide to kill wards instead.
They're playing so low risk. That was a 5v3 with the enemy jungler dead and most of their team
I would say is their preparation. They clearly set up the play and thought they could bait something in. I want to give them credit for how the level 1 went. But you're given that, right? You succeed on that plan, and the game slips away from you steadily over time. That's got to hurt a lot. HKA not out of the game, but they've been losing their grip for a while, hoping they can find some kind of opening there. And it's now a push towards Mission. A stun's going to land, but Arcane Ship builds them a bit of space. Chovy's going to be just fine. An ultimate missing now for HKA. Reattempt towards Sword. They popped the Righteous Glory, but they still cannot find that opening.
If Hong Kong Attitude cannot kill Chovy at the start of the fight, I don't think they can actually win. Unified taking so much damage right there. And now picking the jungle.
Crash is trying to get away, but again, just kicked back into the squad. Again and again and again, Tarzan has the number. Griffin goes down, Mission rejoins the squad. Coming for us to run away. There's Mission on a kill, but it's going to be one traded back now. 4v4 in the map. His 3Z is tanky. Has popped the ult, but he's again withstanding so many of these shots that his team can still put fires in. Oh, but that is a snipe. Goodbye to Unified. Now we watch Viper's out of this fight. Mission back and forth with him. Pops Guardian Angel. Does he have the damage to kill him? No, he's going to run away instead, but he's going to be taken down as they are chasing and chasing and chasing. He goes through a ward yet again. There is not a way out for poor Mission. Sword's going to find him. Jumps right on top. That's the kill coming across. Griffin take that fight easily.
And poor Mission, he tried so hard. That was the strangest juxtaposition. It was like the anime battle of Akali and Irelia on one side, and then just a bunch of people punching a tank over and over again on the other side as they slowly killed 3Z. But Griffin, they get the poke at the end of the day. They only lose Tarzan. They're very careful about this Baron. Oh yeah, sorry, they're waiting for Griffin's respawn. I'm like,
knowing that if they can group up 3-2, they have a lot better chance of actually knocking onto towers.
Looking at the engage, finally the Hens gets the F-Shock off, runs away, but Kyle wants to re-engage, finds a stun, but again, it's only on the tank, and look at the burst damage. Mission forced out right away. A kick goes backwards, knocks up a backliner. The re-engage for 3Z finds absolutely nothing. He's thankful he's tanky. They all get away, just barely. But the health bars are so low, and the re-engage is going to look good. Sword on a rampage. Shock blast the opposing down. And now it's going to be the inhibitor cracked open. Still a minute and 20 seconds on the Baron buff, and they are not slowing down.
And Viper's going to go back to base, use the TP to get back and make that minion unkillable. Griffin 5v4 inside of the base, and the towers are going down.
First tower drops. They can't find any stuns here on the HKA side. They're going to push forward yet again. Nice anchor comes across. Ulti up there as well, but Viper not going to yet dive. Now he finally comes in, looks to the back line, scattered around a little bit, but still staying alive. 5v4 fight continues. A trade of kills 1 for 1 so far, but Mission's going to drop. And with 2 left alive, they cannot defend the base. In they go for that second kill. Nexus gonna fall as well, and Griffin come back from a triple kill death at the first minute of the game, but take care of business against Hong Kong Attitude.
and aside from a level 1 which went very awry for Griffin, they do manage to control the game, go 16 kills to 6 in the subsequent 36 minutes of the game, and pick up a crucial first win for themselves at Worlds.
And they really wanted that win, Jab, because they took absolutely no risks here. Multiple times they won fights and played it the safe way. They knew they had time working in their favor as Chovy and Viper continued to scale up and continued to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And as long as they sort of waited out this mid-game period where Hong Kong Attitude had power, Griffin realized that they were the team that was going to come away with the W.
And I